gon' go under the sink with my pipe dripping. They not gon' go if one of them think that they might slippin'. I'm about to blow, I got my lights flicking. The stamp was on it like I'm kite licking. You flight skipping. Ain't got no luggage, but you like tripping. They watch the thoughts that look like chitlins. That's how it felt, I laughed, it's like tickling. Got high and calm, guess it was like Ritalin. A bloody cough while shite shitting, it was right sickening. The pot gon' go under the sink with my pipe dripping. They watch that hole, they wondering, think if they might slippin'. Get it right before the hearse come in the night, avoid the worst. I ain't like your choice of words, but let me write your order first. Had them drummers serve you beats, they thought you might record a verse. Had on gloves, they pulled that baby out the night.
It's 91.3 FM and WVUD and WVD H1 New York. What up? It's Late Night Grind Show. We back at it.
Yes, sir.
Sunday service. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And yes, it's been a long time in the making, but we finally got our guests in the building. We finally got our guests in the building, you know, from Dover, Delaware. See, it's always good to have the ones in our own backyard. You know, just come through, show them some love. Introduce yourself, young brother.
I'm Beyah, man. It's Beyah, OBH representative, Dover, Delaware representative.
Man, yo, man, it's been a long time to make it. I'm glad you're here, bro.
I'm glad to be here.
Because I'll be honest, like, how long did it take for us to make this happen? You know what I'm saying?
It took a minute, but it was gonna come. You know what I mean? A lot of things happened between that time. That it happened in the right time.
Man, like, you know, I'm glad to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. You know, we got some time to talk about a lot of things. But first, just give a little short introduction. You know what I'm saying, about for the people that that don't know about you and who you are.
Yeah, my name, I'm Beyah, man. Just a kid out of Dover. You know what I mean? Just on my whole mission is just to put Dover on the map, showing that it ain't no different than nowhere else. You get what I'm saying, and relate to the people. Like I keep my ups and my downs, I portray them in my music. You know, so I'm just like a regular human being, man, just trying to show the world this is what I am, this is where I'm from, and I can relate to y'all, no matter where you from in the world. You know what I mean?
And I think that's the thing, because like I said, being down there in Dover, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm originally from down there, and you already know how everything is down there, and just how complex it can be, just with, especially down there in the music scene. And it's not too many, I say, artists, that's still just artists that's putting up that rap, you know what I'm saying, like that real hip hop, like that real, almost like that boom bap, like that stuff that that I love to listen to, just stuff I grew up on. You know what I'm saying, and also that real true storytelling. You know what I'm saying, a good narration and stuff. Like, how do you feel as though just being from Dover, just seeing different things? How does that relate to your music when you put it out?
It just comes out naturally, like I was just saying, like previously, what I was just talking about. Growing up in Dover, we went through some of the same stuff we hear, the people we like to hear in music talk about. You get what I'm saying? So it's just regular history, regular things that we going through. So what I see or what I've been through, or even some of what I did, it reflects in my music. It just comes out that way.
Now, who are your major influences that influence you, like, to just do music in general?
The Locks.
Okay.
Styles P is my favorite rapper, but before I got into the Locks, it was Nas. It's still Nas too, but X.
Okay.
Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? So like all that, just Scarface.
Ooh, see,
we were listening to him on the way up there.
I think a lot of people don't understand, like, Face is just a different.
Yes,
man. He like, it's like that era. It was different. Like, if you listen to him rap, like,
you could feel him. Even now, when you listen to him, he put his soul into the music, and his voice and everything was just so different when he was talking. So it's just like, yeah, definitely Face. Definitely Face. And some new people too inspire me, but this is just who I grew up on.
Right on.
And I like, you know what I'm saying, like that structured me. You know?
I think like Scarface is still slept on. You know, I really don't think he don't get his just due.
For probably in this region.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes
You know what I'm
sense.
saying? Regional. You know, we
Yeah.
like east, upper.
Like
Right.
northeastern.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I just feel as though with the things that that you are coming up with, like what can they expect? As far as your music coming, as far as your music, what can they expect?
They can just expect what they hear. It to be my style. It to be innovative. Like if you go back to some of the people that I like and I've listened to, you can hear them collectively in my music. But I don't believe I sound like nothing new because I'm rapping, I'm talking hard, but I'm also talking intelligent. Like I got some intelligence in my music too, and I can equate that to like Nas, listening to Nas, and learning. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like they can expect to hear my traumas, my past, my history, my happiness, my sadness, but also they can learn from it, and that's the element I'm bringing to the music.
Now, do you think the originality? I mean, I can only talk about stuff in Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think the originality that from some of the artists that come out is not being original? You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody looks at their favorite artists and they want to not copy their style, but emulate a little bit something from, take a little bit of here, take a little bit there, and just make it to your own.
Yeah.
So, do you think that that the originality is fading? Especially in the state of Delaware, as far as in the music scene.
That's kind of and I got to answer that question like this. I think they're being original for their time. I think if I was rapping when I was listening to music, it wouldn't have sounded original to nobody because it would have sounded like what was already out. Kind of. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I can implement my way into the new way, and it sounds different because I can use the beats that they on. I can go on the beats that are now popular, but I'm coming with an old style. So I believe that they still originating. It just their origination kind of comes from what slang they're using. If they're using slang from this area or that area, is when it starts to sound like, okay, y'all rapping like this area. But it's a way they can come out and kind of sound similar but still be original. It's a way they can do that.
Yeah.
So I believe it's a lot of people that's not heard like that yet. A lot of people that I listen to, that it sounds original. It sounds like the new wave of music, but it sounds original just because of what they're talking about. Now
in the music scene now, like, as far as like just with Delaware music, how do you feel about it? You're just with the previous artists that you work with and the artists that that you listen to now. Like, how do you feel about the overall state of Delaware music in general, in your opinion?
I feel like it's a lot of talent in Delaware. It's too much talent in Delaware. Just because of what I know and what I listen to and what I came across, even like my age to younger generation, I feel like it's a lot of talent in Delaware, and that's what I'm kind of putting on my back, and the kind of other people that I know, that's what they kind of doing, because we just gotta get a breakthrough, because it's a lot of talent. I'm trying to tell you, like it's too much, like it's a lot. It's a big spark here, and they just gotta get a breakthrough and then it'll come out. Because a lot of people, you gotta think. We had people who was doing their thing here, but a lot of people never broke through. So
Right.
a lot of the talent, they don't really take that talent serious because they don't believe it's something that they can really even do while they're here. So you would hear it, and it'd be on an underground level. Like, it'd be like, oh, my folks can rap, and you might hear him on something he did in the studio, but ain't nobody really was taking it serious. But he really that. You get what I'm saying? But he's not pushing it like that. So that's what I'm just trying to do. I'm really pushing rap.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a big spark, man. Delaware scene is untapped potential.
So, quick question. Since we're on the Delaware topic, do you feel as though y'all could get along, like the scene, like, like, since we talking about rap, like when up and coming rappers come up, they kind of like build around each other.
Yeah.
I feel like the Delaware scene, I don't never hear nobody like rapping from Wilmington with somebody from Dover. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We actually got that going on now, and I'm glad you brought that up.
That's a good question.
We got that going on now. Me and CTF Bird got some.
What up, Bird?
Me and CTF Bird, Hustlers Elite, his name Owner A, he got a artist named Shango. We got something going on, and it's good. It was perfect for me because through a period of my life, I spent 5 years in women.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I know a lot of the people, so it's the bridge there, and me doing what I'm doing, it's like, okay, come on, let's bring all this stuff together. So we all really building around each other, sharing resources and information to even get each other ahead.
Yeah, because I feel like in the scene is just, I never understood that. Like I felt like at one time everybody was beefing, or I ain't rapping with this guy. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, as a unit, we don't never stick together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the same in the DJ community with us, but it was mostly like for me, I'm like, yo, I would love to hear such and such with such and such, but I know they don't get along. You know what I mean? And I just be like, why not? Like, you know, that's the only way you can actually get out of putting Delaware on the map. To me, I feel like if y'all all stick together, you know what I mean? Like one hand wash the other. Like if you make it, you come back and grab my man. Like, yo, we do a song together. I just don't never see that unity. That's
it come from putting the pride aside. Like me and Bird had a conversation. I'm hot, I'm buzzing. You get what I'm saying? I'm OBH. There's a lot of other stuff going on, but I told Bird, I feel like you got more, you know, of a resume than me. You get what I'm saying? Right. So let's exchange information. Let's do this. Let's do that. Whatever I can do for you, I'm gonna do, and whatever he can do for me, he'll do. Like we even got a podcast thing going on, started in Dover for that Untrapped podcast. You get what I'm saying? And everybody's coming to there. From, it don't matter where you at in Delaware. If you come in and we just trying to build it, so like this can be a platform too that artists can get off on. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you from, because I went to Atlanta. It take 30 minutes to get everywhere. Yeah. It take 30 minutes to get from Dover to Wilmington, but it's two different cities. Correct. So at the end of the day, we supposed to be together. You get what I'm saying? This is pride, and there's a little bit of demographic that's keeping everybody separated. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if we all the same color, you get what I'm saying? If in a different time, we all would have been going to the same meetings. We all would have been going to the same talking about on the block to get this or whatever we need. You get what I'm saying? A time when we had to be together. So that's just the thing. I mean, and that's what we bring into the youth too, because we respect the people in our areas. So when they see us doing it and talking like that, they follow the suit.
Yeah, that's one thing that you do follow a lot of rappers. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
the good thing is, you know, you definitely brought some goodies. You know, you brought some treats. You brought some songs, man. You brought you brought 3 good hot joints. But you know, I just want to talk about one song, and then we're gonna play the other 2 right behind it. Okay. You know, I want to talk about the Friend of Me. Yeah. You know, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about the process in that.
Is that the one with the saxophone at the beginning?
Yeah.
Like that. I'm an R&B dude, so
me too. That's why that kind of came like that, incorporated.
Now, what was the process behind that song before we get into it?
Just digging in a certain part of my life. You know what I mean? Digging in my past and pulling the emotion from it. And it was basically the saxophone that was talking to me. I actually feel like I actually had to stop myself from crying a couple times while I was making the song. Oh, wow. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like a real song. It was like parts in there where, you know, it just kind of it was my life. So that song just came about. You know, it took like I didn't even go to sleep that night. Like I stayed up all night because the beat was just, I didn't know what it wanted me to say, but then it just came.
Well, listen, well, you already know we're not going to waste any more time. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and get into it, man. And here's Beyah, Friend of Me. It's 91.3 FM WVUD and WVUD H2 New York. It's Late Night Grind Show, y'all.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Y'all know we just got bumping all 3 joints from Beyah, you know, and what do you see? Like, are any of these songs like your leading singles, or you just like, hey, I'm just throwing it out there just to see what's what?
Yeah, I threw the songs out there. One of them is new, the Au Revoir, which was produced by my guy Digger from France. I mean, shout out to him. That's about to come out on my 13-track GSW2, so that's just new. You know what I'm saying? Friend of Me, that's like known. That's known.
Okay.
And that's special to me because it's like one of my first tracks.
Now, on the, I know that when we was talking at Janae's barbershop, shout out to Janae.
Shout out to Janae.
Yep. Because he was on my ass too about about getting you on the show. And I was about my barber. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Janae down in Dover. Go down there and get a cut. You have a real good connection in the game. I just want to know what's the connection between how'd you get with OBH and also how you connected with Westside Gun.
My connection with OBH started back to my producer from France. I had heard a beat from him. Mm-hmm. So I reached out to him on Instagram, and he like, man, you know what? Here, that's yours. I believe in you. You know what I mean? Basically, we just gonna rock. We gonna build from the ground up with each other. So when I heard that beat, I'm like, damn, you know who I want on there? I want Leek Moss on there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Leek Moss. So I hit Leek Moss. Come to find out, Moss a fan of my music, like I'm a fan of his music. And this is like last year summertime. So I basically hit him like, yo, I want you on this joint. And he like, man, pull up. So the relationship started then. You get what I mean?
Right.
And then we later on down the line, I was playing with him. This time I became OVH. I was just, talking to him in the DM, and I'm like, man, I'm OVH anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we already got a relationship, and everything lined up. What the criteria and everything, and then we just made that happen. And Westside Gun, he had sent me boop 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 boop. Yeah, shout out to Gun. He had sent me one of my songs that he listened to that I got with a Rochester artist named Riggs.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And Riggs, he did a lot for me too. Shout out to Riggs. He got me with a producer from Rochester named Choop. Good dude too. I mean, that's why I did. Choop, the producer, he do a lot of, he fired. So Gunz just sent me that track, and he was like, he listening to it. And he sent some fire emojis, and then we just got to rapping. So he was like, he was tuned in.
Right.
He listening to me. He fooled my music. If it ever come across me, him doing something, it's gonna happen organically. But he got in what's going on. So that's what happened with that.
Nah, cause I like how you on what you said last. Organically, like not forcing nothing. You just still you guys are just still networking, still kind of like getting that vibe, getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Because just like you said, I like how you're not forcing nothing, you're just leaving it out there. Like, hey, if it happens, that happens. Right now, we're just organically, like you said, just building on that.
Yeah, we just building. Everybody is building. That's why it happened so organically with me and Moss, because it was just like we've been around each other. You know what I'm saying? And we right there in Philly, and the vibe and everything was so genuine when we first got around each other.
Right.
It was a perfect fit for me. So that's just what happened. You know what I'm saying?
So is there going, because I think from news and stuff, we all if you're in there, like in the street news or whatever, the backstory between OBH and with everything going on with that, with the members that still out, still rapping, still doing it. Yeah. Is there going to be like an OBH collaboration? To kind of get the streets buzzing again. We got a lot in the pot, man. We got a lot of people doing a lot of things. It's ready to happen. Like, we got a lot of music that ain't even come out yet. We bubbling now. Everybody just don't know. They don't know yet. But it's a lot of things, shows here and there. It's a lot of things ready to go on. A lot of interviews, a lot of radio visits. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on. It's about to bubble all the way. They gonna see it like they saw it before. Yeah. Might be even more. I'm telling you. I just know that that you just got this, your connection with Gun and then with the OBH. I know, just with that vibe, I know that probably put you as far with the motivation, as far all right, something's going on, I'm gonna go off this energy and make sure that I'm not slacking, make sure I ain't, making sure that I'm all the way on point with all the way point with myself, because I think even here with myself, like I say, we from Delaware, you know what I'm saying, we don't get that many chances, you know what I'm saying? We get overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you a little quick story. I still get mad at, even when I was young, I was 9 or 10, and we hear those rap songs, and you got everybody shouting out their state, they're where Jersey at, where Philly at. You know what I'm saying? They'll skip Delaware, go to Baltimore,
that DC. Was getting me upset too.
And they wonder why. How come but with Delaware, they wonder why we rep it so hard. Like when something good happens, like we like, yo, word. You know what I'm saying? And they wonder why y'all like this? Well, this is why we're like this.
Yeah.
Because we always getting over skip like I haven't rode through 95 like I never rode through Delaware before.
Mm-hmm. That's why I make the music the way I make it. That's why when Gun hit me, he said something like that. He's like, yo, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You coming around the curve. He said, I mean, he like to be in tune with me because he like to stay ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm.
And Leek Moss even said something on his joint like, man, ain't nobody fooling with Beyah. And if you really listen to my music and listen to my bars, you can put them up there with whoever. And because of that Delaware thing, I say Dover and I say Delaware a lot in my music. Like sometimes I don't even say Dover because I just feel Delaware. You get what I'm saying? I got something to prove. You get what I'm saying? And I don't feel like a lot of people out too better than me. They just ain't hearing nothing yet.
Damn, we got like 5 minutes left. God damn, man. 454. Damn, man. But, this is probably gonna be the last question, right quick. You know, because I look at especially I'm just talking just over now. I look at Stacks, Restacks. I look at RIP Dub. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nino for the Flow City. Mm-hmm. Even the Green Team. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, see, they don't understand like. Some of the ones that I just mentioned that they want to been buzzing, they don't know that they buzzing. Yeah. I feel it's like, and also add you to the equation. It's like you said, it's a lot of MCs down there. That's doing something, and hopefully, I would like to see, just how you said, it should be a collaboration down there. It should be a collaboration. Like a collaboration, like mixtape or whatever. Something got to pop off down there.
It is, and I'm trying, and that's what I'm doing. There's a lot of stuff coming. I don't want to give on too much. But Delaware really about to be in the door, and I just think, like I said, a lot of them got talent, like V-Stacks. I listen to I like V-Stacks bars. Like he can go in. I got you got One Way Buddha, who actually my son. He's fire. You got Lambo 2 Official. You get what I'm saying? They fire. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Flow City and them they been on. It's just about keep pushing, and it's about. And I learned it ain't even about the talent all the time. It's about your network and your relationships.
Yes, sir.
Because that'd be the biggest thing. You can have talent all you want, but if you ain't in the in crowd, you're not getting where you gotta get to get heard. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta find a way to get in them relationships, or you gotta find a way to bust through the door. And that's usually you either have them relationships, or you start having everybody name in your mouth. You get what I'm saying? That's how you gotta do it.
All right. Well, I know we got like 4 minutes left. Any shout outs you want to give out before we head up out of here?
I want to shout out One Way Buddha. I want to shout out Remy Roja out of New York. I'm showing love. Free E Man. I want to shout out Leek Moss. I want to shout out OBH. I want to shout out Fierce Promotions.
Oh, what up, Fierce?
Yeah. I want to shout out my girlfriend. She been holding me down. You know
man, that's love.
Keeping me on a rock with support. Just support while I'm doing music. Because music, to do music all the time, it take away from other stuff. So it's like
a lot of females don't.
So it's like damn, like carry it while I'm doing. You know what I mean? And just shout out to my mom. Just shout out to everybody that been backing me. Man, like I said, shout out to OBA, shout out to Leek Moss for believing in me. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Gunz, shout out to Guru, because Guru even reached out to me. Like a lot of people reach out and say stuff.
Yeah, what up, Guru?
You know what I'm saying?
From Wilmington, Delaware.
CTF Bird, Owner A, just everybody who been showing me love and been reposting it. Kiss, Uncle Murder. It's a long list. So
right.
If I get you, it ain't no harm. I love to give people their credit and their homage because that's important to me. So I just, I shout them people out.
All right, man. Like I said, before we got here, like I said, we definitely appreciate you for stopping through. Like I said, you already know, open doors. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you want to come back, more than welcome. Reach out to us. You know what I'm saying? Sending that love to you.
I keep sending them songs over.
I got you. And shout out to y'all for having me too, because this is important. Everything is real important to me. You feel me? Because it's big to me because it never happened before. I've never been in a radio station. You know what I'm saying? And then when y'all get to know more of my life, you understand that I could have not even been here. You get what I'm saying? Right. So it's just like, This a big deal for me, and I appreciate y'all.
And we appreciate you, fam.
Where you find your music and your hat and all that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm at OBH Beyah, BEYAH
Yeah, good luck,
on
Dad.
Instagram, and just stream Beyah on all platforms. I mean, you can find my music.
And you can follow me at John T302. That's JONTEEZ 302. You can follow DJ_G1.
Yes, sir.
Follow DJ Big Mark 302, and that's on everything. You know what I'm saying? Also, make sure you follow DJ Dev, DEV, like 3 V's, you know what I'm saying? Dev with 3 V's. And shout out to Bash. I know you back there doing something back there.
Shout out to Bash, Big Bash, man. Pyrex TV.
Shout out to Pyrex TV.
And Untrapped Podcast.
Yeah, and listen, oh yeah, next week, I heard I got a minute left for this other show to start. Yo, get a hold of Rizzy, send them songs over ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, we got a show for him next week.
Free cows.
Delaware Chuck, shout out Scrap. My boy.
Oh man,
Free to R.
King Erner.
Come on, bro.
Circle of Honor
Free to
podcast
R.
coming.
alright.
Free hot.
Yo, we out of here, man. Crazy College is up next, man. It's 91.3 FM WVUD and WVH North. We out of here. Peace.
Sir.